It is March 30th, 2025, and right now there is a bit of a severe weather outbreak that's unfolding down here in the Midwest in the Ohio region right now. As you can see on the bottom of your screen right there, or on the right of your screen, where whichever you're watching, there is a tornado watch, a couple of tornado watches actually, along with a severe thunderstorm watch that is from basically Texas or in Texas, and going into Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. Now, I couldn't go live today because I was going to go live today, but I couldn't go live because I was out of state. I was at Six Flags Great Adventure today, so that was pretty fun. I was there for the second day of operations, I guess you could say, and it was pretty fun. But I couldn't go live, unfortunately, which I apologize for that, but that's okay because we have a lot more storms to go live for, and the team will be ready for you guys. We will talk more about these storms here in just a moment, but this is your current watches and warning, so look at your location, see if you're under a watch or a warning of some sort. The yellow boxes are tornado watches, and a little bit more of a orangey looking boxes. Inside the yellow boxes are your severe thunderstorm warnings, and your red boxes are tornado warnings. Your pink boxes are your severe thunderstorm warnings, and your really pink boxes up there to the north of like Wisconsin, as you can see right up here, that is your winter storm warning. So let's keep in mind about that too. And this is your ice storm warning over here in purple as well. Let's to point that out for you guys. Currently, right now, a very potent line of severe thunderstorms has formed, basically from all the way up as far north as Ohio, all the way as far south as, I guess you could say, Texas. And as you can see, this is your severe weather event that's happening right now as we speak. This is around 11 p.m. Eastern for me. Like I said, it's very late. This video is going to come out very late, but that's okay. You guys can view it in the next morning. Like I said, I'll keep having updates for you guys. I may go live tomorrow as well, depending on what happens in my area, because I'm actually at risk tomorrow for my area. We're going to get more into that here in just a moment. But your severe thunderstorm stretches from all the way up to literally northern Ohio, all the way as far south as eastern Texas, northeastern Texas actually. So that's just something to really keep in mind about. This is a widespread storm event. Now, I'm not going to go live. I was thinking about going live for this, but I'm not going to go live for this only because, I mean, there's no point. I missed a lot of stuff already. And I mean, there's still going to be a bunch of storms that's going to happen, but I have school tomorrow, so I gotta get some sleep for that, you know. And I mean, this is a pretty beefy line of storms that's going to be moving on through. And if you can see this down here tomorrow, actually, if you get a little bit closer now. Now, this is for tomorrow in the southeast, and let me show you guys the risk actually before I show you what's going to happen tomorrow. This is your severe thunderstorm or your storm prediction center risk today for these areas right now. I mean, you still have your 10% hashed area for significant tornadoes. From what I've heard and from what I've known, there hasn't been a really significant tornado today, which is great news. Honestly, we don't want to hear anything about any more significant tornadoes after what happened. Well, I think was it like last week, a week and a half ago now. We don't need anything like that. Like I said, though, that was a historic outbreak. We don't want anything like that again. But unfortunately, we may see something maybe similar to what we're going to see here in the next couple of days. Let's talk about today first. Let's take this one storm at a time. And this is your tornado risk. And you still have that 10% area, hashed area from Kentucky, almost all the way up to Cincinnati, Ohio, all the way as far south as northwestern and northern Mississippi and eastern Arkansas and southwestern and western Tennessee. Your damaging wind risk is the main threat of this for today. You have a 45% area of damaging winds in the 25 miles of a given location. And this is a pretty widespread area, and you have a very large 30% area as well. The damaging wind threat is going to be the big show of the day. I mean, you guys seen it on the reflectivity from what I showed you earlier. It's a pretty big area, pretty widespread area that's going to see a pretty prolific amount of severe winds, maybe in excess of 60, 70, maybe even 80 miles per hour in some places. I wouldn't be surprised. And hail was also a big factor today as well. There was some big hail today. I mean, I've seen pictures of baseball-sized hail in a lot of places today, which was insane. But yeah, definitely get ready for that. Or definitely, if you haven't gotten hit by hail already, get ready because you will get hit by some big hail today. Especially if you're in this 30% hashed area over here in Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi over here. And even in the 15% area, Texas, you know, a little sliver of Tennessee as well. Maybe Memphis, or I could include you guys in a significant hail. And this is tomorrow's risk. Now, tomorrow's risk is a little bit different. This is a pretty large area actually that's under a enhanced risk region. And I won't be surprised if they push this enhanced risk maybe a little bit further south and west, maybe, and also a little bit more north and east, kind of. Maybe as far north as Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, maybe, because some of the storms are looking pretty potent for these areas, and I'm going to show you guys this here in just a moment. But this is your enhanced risk for right now. This enhanced risk stretches from Fredericksburg, Virginia, all the way as far south as Mobile, Alabama, near Biloxi, Mississippi as well. It's a pretty large area. The entire state of South Carolina, almost the entire state of North Carolina, most of Virginia, most of Georgia, the majority of Alabama, and almost all of the panhandle of Florida is under an enhanced risk of severe weather tomorrow. And this is mainly driven by tornadoes and wind. Your tornado threat is actually very, and I mean very widespread. This is a very wide 10% area of tornadoes. And I do want to just point this out here. Like, this is a pretty big area. So just to keep in mind, this is a pretty large area. I think this might be the biggest 10% regular area I've seen ever, actually, which is kind of insane. But we got about 30 million people in the 10% area of tornadoes here. And I mean, you can see the brown as well. The brown is a 5% area of tornadoes and a 2% area of tornadoes. It stretches as far north as New York. Now, like I said, I won't be surprised if this goes up a little bit more up here to the north and a little bit here further south, only because there is more storm action that I've been seeing, more supercellular action actually that I've been seeing in a lot of places in these areas down here and up here as well. So like I said, I'll show you guys that here in just a moment. This is your damaging wind risk. Now, I don't know if they're going to upgrade it to a hatch risk region because they didn't upgrade it to a hatch risk today. So I don't think they're going to upgrade it to a hatch risk. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But this is your wind risk, and it's literally basically the exact same as your tornado risk. It's just that some areas have higher wind risks than the tornado area. So that's just something to really keep in mind about. Your slight risk goes as far north as New York, by the way. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the enhanced risk gets pushed up further north and further south, just because of how intense the storms are going to be tomorrow in a lot of areas. And this is also your hail risk. Now, your hail risk is more further south and more, you know, concentrated further south, because you could see some supercell thunderstorms pop up in these areas over here in Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, the panhandle of Florida, and even eastern Louisiana and New Orleans and stuff like that. But don't be surprised if this hail risk does get expanded in a way. Maybe, like I said, a little bit further north and a little bit further south. This hail risk could get expanded a lot more. So I do want to just keep that in mind here. But you have a 15% area of just regular hail, regular size hail, quarter size hail, maybe even larger in some places. Don't be surprised if you see that. But yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. So let's look at the models for this. So starting 8 a.m., this is 8 a.m. Eastern, by the way. So if you guys are in Central, back this up 1 hour. This is 8 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. You have a pretty potent line of storms moving on through from last night or today from what's happening right now. And you keep pushing this through. This is around 12 p.m. now. Your storms are still very potent in Alabama. I mean, Alabama, you guys are going to see some pretty potent storms, maybe some strong damaging winds in a lot of places. Georgia, I mean, you have some open air, open warm sector. It's very clear that you're going to see some big time severe weather. And maybe even supercells might pop up in some places in South Carolina and in Georgia by the looks of it. I mean, you see these isolated storms right here? These have the potential to produce some, maybe a couple of tornadoes in some places. So I do want to keep that in mind for you guys in South Carolina and Georgia, I mean, even in North Carolina. And keep pushing this through. This is around 5 p.m. And I mean, Columbia, South Carolina, you're going to be clobbered by storms. Atlanta, your storms are going to come around. Yeah, your storms is going to hit in your area around, what is this, 1 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern for you guys. And Columbia, South Carolina, you guys are going to hit around 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Same thing with Charlotte as well. You guys are going to get hit pretty hard here with some big time storms. Like I said, the main threat is for straight line damaging winds. Honestly, this is looking like the main threat here. And we're going to look at further north now. Now, this is further north. Like I said, this is around the same timing. This is around 4 p.m. Your big storms, you have some big storms. I mean, big storms popping up in here in Virginia. That's why I do think this tornado risk may be extended a little bit further north over here in these areas, because there's a more prolific wind shear, I think, up here as well. If that's the right word to use, prolific. I don't think it's the right word to use, but you guys know what I mean. A more substantial wind shear is up here as well. The closer you are to the low pressure system, the better chance of a tornado or winds veering with how you can get in those areas. And I mean, you got some big time thunderstorms popping up over here in the Mid-Atlantic region, Baltimore, DC, Wilmington, Philly, a lot of places like that can definitely see some big time storms. And maybe even a big squall line as well in some places. Maybe some training thunderstorms. So flash flooding is a threat here for you guys up here in the north. And this is my general vicinity too, so I'm definitely going to be watching out for this. I'll be on standby in case I have to record anything. Big storms come by. But this is looking like a big day. Looks like the big storms are going to come around the evening, like maybe late evening hours for you guys over here in the East Coast and the Mid-Atlantic region. But just to keep that in mind, you do have a little bit of a tornado threat, and you definitely have a big time damaging wind threat in these areas. So be weather aware, maybe even a hail threat as well too. Now this is your day 3 outlook, and I've been recording for 12 minutes now. This is your day 3 outlook, and this is a pretty big area. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets upgraded to a enhanced risk area of severe weather by tomorrow, honestly. This is your beginning stages of your multi-day, possibly multi-day severe weather outbreak that may unfold here in the U.S. here. I mean, there's multiple days that we're going to see significant severe weather from this event, and this is just one of them. This is the beginning of it. A very large flight risk area over here. We may have a little bit of a tornado risk that happens with this as well. So we may go live here on Tuesday. We're definitely going live Wednesday, and you'll see why here in a minute. But Tuesday, we may definitely go live here Tuesday for some severe weather. So stay tuned for that. If you guys aren't subscribed to this channel already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Hopefully I can. I believe I can. And I'm just trying to get up there with all the other big weather people to just give out more information to as many people as possible that needs the information for significant severe weather outbreaks that unfolds in these areas. And yes, you do have a significant area, a very large significant area actually. See this big black circle with the dotted or the dotted outline areas inside the black circle? That's your hatch risk. The hatch risk is basically equivalent to a significant severe weather risk, and that's what it's showing right now. A pretty large and widespread significant severe weather risk is definitely likely in these areas. So I do want to point that out just now, and it's like I said, this is definitely going to get upgraded more than likely to an enhanced risk. I'm almost certain, only because of how the storm mode is going to be this day. And it's just not, you know, the day 3 outlook as well. This is the day 4 outlook. Day 4 outlook may be the most significant outlook of this event by far. You have this. I think there has been an enhanced risk for, I think, since day 5, if I'm pretty sure. There's been a risk that's been showing since day 7, I'm pretty sure as well. But this is going to be a very significant day. It was showing signs of a tornado outbreak in this area. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be a tornado outbreak 100% for sure, but there definitely will be a chance of strong and long track tornadoes this day. The Storm Prediction Center says it themselves, and if you guys want me to show you real quick, fairly high confidence that a widespread, potentially substantial severe weather outbreak of severe weather will evolve Wednesday, day 4, from lower Michigan and the Ohio Valley southward across the middle and lower Mississippi valleys into the eastern portions of Texas and Oklahoma. So that is a pretty strong wording from the Storm Prediction Center themselves, talking about a significant, potentially, you know, severe weather outbreak that may unfold here. Several tornadoes are expected, some possibly significant is the wording for the tornado threat here. By the way, this is the tornado threat wording, and a significant, it's more than likely EF2 plus tornadoes expected, which is not a good thing at all. But that is your big time significant severe weather risk that's going to be unfolding here in the next couple of days here. We will be live for this 100%. I will be live for this. I will be covering this for you guys. So like I said, make sure you hit that bell icon and subscribe to the channel, and I will have daily updates for you guys about talking about the significant severe weather outbreak that's going to unfold here in the Midwest and Ohio Valley and even Mississippi Valley region. This is going to be a widespread event for a lot of you guys. Same areas as getting hit today, it's going to get hit by even worse storms possibly this day. And we're not even done. We have another, this is a day 5 outlook, slight risk of severe weather over here from Pennsylvania all the way down to literally eastern Texas. It doesn't stop there, and I won't be surprised if another area gets issued over here in the East Coast region for severe weather as well. Don't be surprised if it does. Now, just like I said, I'm keeping an eye on this very carefully, but this is a pretty big area that's going to be under some severe weather or significant severe weather possibly in this area as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. And just to show you guys what the future radar is showing right now, this is your next big storm. I'm pretty sure this is April 2nd. You can see, wow, look at that. Look how it just blows up here. Boom, big storm. This is what the GFS model is showing. 990 millibar low pressure system right here. Big squall lines looking like right here. We don't know the exact details of this yet. We're not going to know until the day before it. Literally the day before, we won't know the exact details of it. But you can see the severe weather stretches from all the way up to almost New York. Actually, to New York and Ontario. As far south as like Kentucky and stuff like that. This is going to be a pretty widespread event. I mean, you're gonna get back-to-back severe weather here, folks. This is a pretty big severe weather event that's gonna unfold here. Now we're getting into La La Land, like I said, and a lot of this is not. Yeah, we're in La La Land now, but you guys get the gist here. This is gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of storm systems coming in. I mean, your pattern is literally a trough or a dip in a jet stream in the west, and you know your warm sector, your ridge up in the east. That's what's gonna cause your big time, major severe weather outbreaks and tornado outbreaks in your springtime season. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in to the video. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and turn on these notifications in case you want more uploads just like this. Like I said, I apologize for not going live today. I definitely wanted to go live today for you guys, but I couldn't because I had to go to Six Flags. I wasn't just gonna stay home and stuff, And I was gonna try to go live, but it didn't work out. I came home too late, and it was a lot today. I'm tired. But I care about you guys, so that's why I'm doing this video for you guys. So like I said, if you guys can help me out here, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on these notifications. Like I said, I will be uploading almost every single day talking about the significant severe weather that's going to be happening from here on out. So if you want more updates on this channel, like I said, you know what to do, and I'll have more videos for you guys up tomorrow. So be tuned or stay tuned. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace out.